Of course, doctor. We arrived at a door. He scanned his badge, and when it opened, we walked inside a softly lit room. At the end of the room on the wall were two large computer monitors. The screens were blank. The left was labeled ADM, and the right was labeled REM. Below them was a panel of different colored lights, which were red, blue, yellow, green, violet, and a bar ranging from a dark gray to white. There was a single posh chair before each monitor. "These are our two most profound artificial intelligences," he explained to me. A DM and REM, pronounced ADM and REM. Considering your placement in Stanford University's robotics engineering program, I'm assuming you know a thing or two about artificial intelligence. So, this should garner a reaction. These two AI go beyond the standard analyses of human speech and algorithmic responses from a database. They are capable of deep thinking and learning. "What?" I gasped. You can't be serious." I scrutinized the monitors in disbelief. "They are two of three AI we have successfully constructed with the ability to perform deep thinking, as well as the ability to learn. Your task is simply to engage them." So for those of you that don't understand why this is such a mind-blowing thing, basically artificial intelligence is mostly unable to think or learn. There's no real technical definition as to what learning is, or how organisms do it, but the brain is known as being the only computer, for a lack of better words, capable of doing so. Computers can be programmed, but not taught. They can be designed to understand specific things, but are unable to learn beyond what they are programmed to understand. The brain, however, can learn, as in, begin to understand something with no previous information concerning it. Through using algorithms that help an AI discover patterns and generate conclusions from the data it is exposed to, it can learn and then apply said data to extrapolate information in future events, or think. But it can only do this with its pre-programmed algorithms. It cannot create the algorithms itself, thus it can only be programmed, not taught. Humans, however, for instance, with absolutely no exposure to fire, can witness fire and form conclusions about it. They can go from not knowing it existed to understanding everything about it, simply through the brain's own ability to learn and understand. To make it even more clear how shocking this was, the complexity of a human baby's genome, essentially its coding, is equal to that of 300 million lines of source coding in a computer. A simple human baby. Brains are equipped with a staggering number of neurons and synapses, 10 to the power of 11 and 10 to the power of 14 respectively. And these neurons and synapses allow us to think and learn, as in obtain information from observations, store that data as a memory, form patterns between that data and other data, and infer conclusions. Human beings are capable of doing this in a 10 to 100 millisecond response time. In order for a computer to do the same, it would need megawatts of power and need to be capable of performing roughly 10 to the power of 16 operations a second.